pretty much it? Okay. Welcome, everyone. Norris Cotton Cancer Center Patient and Family Support Services and Dartmouth-Hitchcock Arts are proud to welcome you to our 9th annual celebration of the creative work of our cancer community. I will take this opportunity to please ask you to silence your phones. You don't want to miss a minute of this evening's program. During tonight's event, you will witness written and visual illustrations of the journey many patients and caregivers have experienced while working within our creative arts program. Creative arts are offered throughout the inpatient units of Dartmouth-Hitchcock Medical Center, in the Cancer Center, and in the Jack Burns Center for Palliative Care and Hospice. Through their work in these settings, our creative arts experts, Marv Clausen-Landis, Samantha Wiebken, and Margaret Stevens, guide and mentor individuals to express themselves in writing, visual arts, and music in remarkable ways. The arts and our other complementary programs would not be possible without the generosity of our community donors, especially the annual Proudy event. We feel privileged to receive these resources to offer healing arts, mindfulness, yoga, Tai Chi, and various support and educational programs to patients and families throughout their experience of cancer and into survivorship. None of these programs would be possible without the many staff and volunteers who work together to provide these services. For all of those on our team in Patient and Family Support Services, staff and volunteers, will you please just stand for a minute so we can acknowledge you? Thank you. Thank you. We express our thanks to those who have worked so hard to make tonight's event happen. Thank you, Marv, Sam, and Michelle Davis for organizing this program. And Margaret, thank you for the lovely music you provided for us during the reception. In the coming weeks, Marv and Michelle will be designing our 2019 Telling Our Stories anthology. This anthology becomes more beautiful every year. If you would like a copy of the 2019 anthology sent to you, please sign the book that was out on the welcome table as you entered our event this evening. Now it is my pleasure to welcome Stephen Leach, the director of the Cancer Center, who has a few words. Steve?
Thank you. Thanks, Andrea, and welcome to everyone. Thanks for attending another year of this wonderful event, Telling Our Stories, where we celebrate the visual art and written creativity and also the inspiration and the courage of patients and caregivers in our Cancer Center and in the larger Dartmouth-Hitchcock Creative Arts program. As Andrea said, this is the 9th year of this event, and I really want to congratulate and thank Andrea and Mary Ann and Michelle and Marv and Margaret and Samantha, not just for tonight, but for all of the work that they do all year long in support of our patients. And the program, as Andrea said, is offered in a way that's ever more meaningful to me each year as a partnership between the Norris Cotton Cancer Center, DH Arts, and palliative medicine. And so in a world of tumor whole genome sequencing and CAR T cells and molecularly targeted therapies, it's tonight and in this program that we celebrate our Cancer Center's uniquely human side. And it's the telling of our stories and the receiving of the told stories of others that's part of what makes us uniquely human, and it's something to celebrate tonight. And even while we celebrate our shared visual and written stories, we're all keenly aware that at the same time we mourn those that we've lost in the past year, some of whom were recipients of our creative arts program, participants, and some of whom were providers and therapists and teachers. So tonight, let's dedicate the telling and receiving of our stories in their memory. Again, thank you for being here tonight, and thanks for the opportunity to say a few words.
And now, without further ado, let's introduce Marv Klassen-Landis, who will put this show on the road. Marv?
Thank you. Thank you all for coming out on what may be a dark and stormy night. I want to thank Steve and Andrea, as well as everybody else that they thanked for all the work and support they give the whole program. As Steve mentioned, we've had a lot of losses, and every year we do, but this year I wanted to, along with the dedication, have a moment of silence. I'm going to read some names of people who have been part of the program, either as a loved one or a patient that's died since our last program, and then have a moment of silence. Wynn Hathaway, Blair Brooks, Deb Williams, all have writing that'll be read tonight. Darrell Gwilt, his son Ben will be doing some songs. Denise Caruth is partner of Fred Pelka, whose poetry will be read tonight. Dan O'Neill, if you've been here in other years, Dan has often shared songs and poetry. And his friend will be doing a musical piece then. So let's take a moment of silence and remembrance. Thank you. Every day that I work in this program, I'm reminded that life is full of joy and life is full of sorrow. And every great loss we experience is a reminder of the great gift we were given. So I try and hold both of those in my life. A few just nitty-gritty for all of you who are coming up and sharing. The mic, as you can see, is handheld. It's turned on. You don't have to turn it off or on. You can just leave it right here. If you come up, please remember to say your name and the title of the work, the author of the work, if it's not you, and anything else you want to say. A brief introduction is fine, but not required. If you can remove your name tag when you come up, that's great for photography purposes, less distraction. Glad I have a note for that. All right, so we're going to call you up in groups, and then when it's your turn, just look at your program. It's your turn, just walk right up to the mic. So we're going to start off with Carrie Clifford, Dave Dolan, Laurie Foley, and Tom Davis. Come on up, have a seat. Be at the ready.